Preparing the live stream.
All right, who's doing the intro?
Let me do it.
All right, let's go ahead.
All right, we ready? We started?
Yep, let's go.
All right. Welcome back to Bet the House, better known as BTH Crew, with Preston.
Astro.
And T picks.
All right. All right, gentlemen, how we want to break this down? Get into the picks first or break down the game first?
I mean, can I just say something real quick that I am so fucking happy to the point that I actually bought me a cake. I bought a cake for this. I couldn't believe that that the Chiefs lost, man. I am just in hog heaven right now, dude.
I can't believe they lost the way they did.
Yeah, they went out very sad for their dynasty.
Yeah. Can I just say something too? I don't know what that halftime show was all about, to be honest with you. I think that I would have rather had seen Jackson Mahomes out there doing TikTok dances in the middle of the field. I don't know. I mean, it's cool. I get it. I get rap beefs are fun and everything like that, but I don't know, bro. What's the big deal behind Kendrick Lamar? Why is everybody so crazy about
Well,
him?
the big thing with Kendrick right now is that he had that beef with Drake. So
And he exploited it to millions of people.
I mean, the beef with Drake and the Not Like Us won 5 Grammys. Just for that song alone, he won 5 Grammys. So the hype was around Kendrick Lamar this year, so that's why they put him on there. And at first, when I was watching the halftime show, I was like, "This is very boring. This is pretty dull. It's like it's not as hype as I wanted it." But it got a little better when SZA came on, and it got a lot better when he actually dissed Drake with his song. I thought that was pretty dope. Um, but yeah, it was lackluster.
Yeah.
It wasn't as hype as I wanted it to be.
I think it'd be lackluster with the equipment, the props, everything was pretty lackluster.
So it was, and that was kind of what I said. I was like, because I was at work, so I was like, man, dude, I didn't really see much about the halftime show. I didn't really see nobody's really said anything about that halftime show. Like everybody's kind of keeping it in the dark and not saying much. So I was like, well, it's not that it wasn't good, because if it wasn't good, then that means that people would be talking about it, right? If it was great, people would be talking about it. Yeah. So I was like, well,
compared to other years?
The last halftime show I remember was the Bengals versus Rams Super Bowl with Dre, Snoop,
50 Cent.
50 Cent.
Oh, that was a good one.
Was Eminem on that one?
Eminem, I think, might have been on
Eminem was on that one, yeah.
That one had a lot of goats on it.
That one had a lot of hype.
Yeah. 50 Cent was great. Yeah, it was awesome.
I don't remember the Chiefs versus 49ers halftime.
That was it Beyonce?
I remember Super Bowl. Who was Super Bowl 50? Was that Bruno Mars or no?
Yeah, no. Wait, whoa. Okay, so let me try and do this real quick. It's a good segment. All right, so
very halftime show for.
So wait,
was that Atlanta versus
the best halftime show ever was Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake.
Oh boy. They were talking about the nip slip?
Yeah, the nip slip, yeah. No, I'm kidding. The best halftime show was easily Prince.
Yeah, people say Prince was a great one.
Prince absolutely killed it. There was a story that he told or a story was told after he had died about the stagehand. Who was?
I said I was 3 years old when that halftime show was.
You were born in 03?
04.
That was in 07?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So, I mean, obviously I never watched it. I haven't even seen it on YouTube. I've heard about the Prince halftime show. I've never seen the Prince halftime show.
Well, luckily for you, we can pull it up right here.
Oh, let's watch it.
Damn, Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake in 04.
Mm-hmm.
Katy Perry 2015 was legendary.
Yeah, I'm trying to see.
Rihanna was 2023. That 2020. Yeah.
Here we go, guys. We ready?
Rihanna was that shit.
I don't even know if I watched the halftime show. I don't really love. Sometimes when halftime show comes on, that's when I'm going to get food, and that's when I'm going to do other stuff. I'm not always watching the halftime show.
All right, are we ready for this? I'm going to show you all the purple range.
Yeah, that's right. Usher was last year.
The Weeknd was 2021. I remember The Weeknd. Yeah.
All right, we've got Prince playing right now. The Super Bowl halftime show. Go ahead.
Maroon 5 was 2019.
Damn, room house playing like these.
Yeah, let's see this. Oh, since it's on the charger, turn the brightness up. Go for charging.
Or no, y'all can just watch it from the laptop on YouTube.
Anyway.
Like on my YouTube, on my Twitch, on my stream.
Okay, yeah, we can pull it up all the way.
God bless. Look at him. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's way better. Man, he was singing.
Damn, look at all the people there. That's a pretty baller halftime show.
Oh, that's dope. He had the lights on people.
The neon people.
I mean, hey, the thing is, always had a look, man. He had the look.
Yeah. So they said that during the show it was pouring down rain. It was in Miami. They said that it was pouring down rain, and they told Prince, they said, "Hey, you cannot go out there with those boots. You're going to be slipping like the entire time." Prince basically said, "I know what I'm doing. I'm a rock star," and he went out there and did this. Look at him.
Damn, I can't believe that was 07.
I'd go down on him.
On the topic of Prince, I want to ask, Prince or Michael Jackson?
Prince.
Who were y'all more of a fan of?
Prince.
You're a Prince
100% Prince.
I do really enjoy Prince's music.
Probably Michael Jackson,
but
more familiar with his
all
stuff.
time, I mean, just stuff that I'm going to listen to more often. I definitely listen to Michael Jackson more often, but I can respect your take of Prince all
Look
time.
at him. He's acting like that's his dick. Look. I mean, that's impressive. Come on, man. He's a rock star.
He is a rock star, man.
So to me, honestly, what it is that Prince is more so like what a rock star is supposed to be. Michael Jackson, I feel like, I heard he's like some young.
Yeah, but I was saying,
never come to cell block one.
We can talk about that. Michael Jackson does not like him young.
So, okay,
That's
so
fake.
then what's the
That's
whole
fake
point of
news.
Neverland?
Huh?
What's the whole point of Neverland? If he
I
doesn't
watched
like
the
him
whole- I
young,
watched the whole documentary, bro.
were you
I watched
there?
the whole I watched the documentary.
Were you at Neverland?
I was not at Neverland. No.
Okay.
A1.
I wish I was. I wish I was.
I wish I got to go down those slides.
Look, bro, we're not here to conspiracize against Michael Jackson. We can. He didn't do it, though.
You didn't do it though.
We can.
So what do you think about 9/11?
Oh, 9/11 was also an inside job.
Whoa.
Yeah, dude. 9/11 was an inside job. The moon landing was fake. Michael Jackson didn't rape kids.
So who killed JFK?
The government killed JFK.
The government
Gov-
did kill JFK.
Did the government or the mafia?
Government.
The CIA.
I think the mafia killed him. Anyways, we're getting way off topic. Way off topic.
Yeah, we did go off topic. Let's
Yeah, we got way off topic.
we
That
can go into
halftime show.
conspiracy
Listen,
theories.
the halftime show segment we shouldn't have even done
can
because look at where we
totally-
went. We went all the way to 9/11 and JFK dying. I mean, that's crazy. How did we get there?
That's no halftime right there. That's a whole
we
So
can
breathing
totally
process.
get into conspiracy someday, though.
Chat,
I'll-
if y'all want to see us do a conspiracy theory podcast, we can do that too.
that would be fun.
Dude, Prince
Maybe
that
like
would be
one
fun.
whole episode. One whole
I think a conspiracy theory podcast would be great.
I'm totally down for it. I love that stuff.
Yeah, me too. Me too. And I love learning as well. So if y'all have more to share, then hey, I'm all here for it.
Let's get into it on another episode, and we'll really break down some
Do you
stuff.
think there's
but-
aliens in the water, deep below the sea?
No.
No.
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
SpongeBob.
Patrick.
JFK.
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 Bro, you know what I heard today at work, which was crazy? We have this person from Argentina, and they were telling me, they said, yeah, I've been to the hotel that Hitler died at. And I said, what do you mean that Hitler died at? Like in Germany? She goes, no, he died in Argentina.
Yeah, Hitler didn't. Hitler escaped Germany.
I go,
You didn't know
wait,
that?
that's not what the history books say.
Hey, Tyler. Actually, fun fact. Do you know in Argentina there's a lot of Nazi descendants?
Yep.
Like they
What the
speak
fuck?
German in some parts of Argentina, just only German.
Well, listen, because the
That's
person that I'm talking about, they had a Polish last name, and I have a Polish last name. So I said, hey, that's not Spanish, and I know you're from Argentina. What is that? Oh, it's Polish. I said, no kidding. So I said, like, I remember hearing about Germans going there after the war, yada yada. He goes, oh yeah, I've been to the hotel. I've been to the hotel that Hitler died at. Hitler died in a bunker with Ava Braun. What are you talking about?
Did
goes,
you
"Oh,
know?
That's what I've heard. Hitler died in a bunker back
Did you
in the
know
Yeah,
day.
they
that
go, "Oh,
the
you stupid
the
fucking
skeleton that
American."
they said was Hitler's? If I'm right, I might be wrong on this, so don't quote me. But I'm pretty sure the skeleton that they found that they said was Hitler's skull was actually a female skull that they had said was Hitler's.
So are they saying that Hitler was like a transvestite or something?
No, they're saying that the skull that they claimed was Hitler's. They looked at it years later and they were like, this isn't Hitler's skull. Like the ones that they claimed was a like a female skull, from what I heard.
So was it probably Ava Braun or Anne Frank?
Back in
Yeah, Anne Frank made it to the bunker that they claimed Hitler died at, and they sampled that and said,
You know what's crazy is I always thought like I wonder if Anne Frank's diary was actually Anne Frank's diary because it seems like it would be like, oh, I saw a boy today, started feeling things in my pants.
Okay.
Okay, buddy, we're talking about a child here,
Frank
Tyler.
was like 11 years old.
Whoa, really?
Yes. Oh my God. Tyler, read the damn
Yo,
book. I
Tyler.
was saying.
Yo, bro, chill
Go look
out.
into the library
Yo,
and
we
pick
got-
up a book.
I did not know this, guys. I thought she was a full grown
No,
woman.
we got school. We're teaching school right now.
Okay. So Anne Frank, not a
Okay.
woman,
She was a
very young woman, very young girl.
very young girl.
Oh,
Yes, so
man.
her diary was probably talking about unicorns and stuff, Tyler.
Yeah, let's
I'm
go ahead.
about to get fucking killed.
We're
by
gonna
this
need to stop this podcast. Somebody's gonna get in serious trouble.
Yeah, somebody.
That's gonna hear knock. Hold on, guys. I gotta go check the door.
Hold on, guys. It's the
SWAT
FBI.
break-in behind Tyler.
No, but,
people gonna come through the room.
These cameras
Yeah.
are up, and you're gonna see a SWAT team behind.
Jeez, I mean, come on, guys. What are we doing here? All right. So, anyways,
I thought we were on Super Bowl picks. I don't
Yeah,
know.
so what do we think? I mean, what's going on with Super Bowl?
What went down with the Super Bowl?
What happened was
3 for 6 on our bets. Honestly, the fans can get mad. We're only going up from here.
Yeah.
I
Well,
believe.
what happened with the Super Bowl was the Chiefs were Anne Frank, and the Eagles.
Where are the Nazis?
The Eagles were the Nazis.
Are we talking about this?
Yeah, that's what happened. Let's use that. That's good. The Chiefs
So-
were Anne Frank.
So basically,
and
they
the Eagles were the Nazis coming
they
in.
found the Chiefs in a closet and they brought them to a concentration camp. Whatever happened with the story of Anne Frank? Did she make it or did
Yeah,
she?
so conspiracy theory.
Oh,
Half of America was going for the Nazis.
So what happened? Like, did Anne Frank make it out of that closet or whatever?
She didn't
Or-
make it out.
She didn't make it out. She got burned alive.
She
Man.
did not make it out.
She did not
You
make
can't joke like that, dude. That's horrible.
it.
That's horrible. This is not going to be an anti-Semitic podcast, bro. We love the Jews. We love
We
them.
love Jews. I'm actually. I'm doing it.
You're nothing, bro. Don't say anything about the
Just say
Jewish
that.
religion. We respect you guys. We love you. All
Look how
that.
Greek I am. Other than that, we're good.
You look like you are not Jewish.
Just white. White as can be.
You're
I'd
white.
say just white.
Just white.
I'd say if you had a celebrity look-alike, though, it'd be Evan Peters.
And that's what I get that a lot. Thank you.
You look like Evan Peters, American Horror Story, Evan Peters.
Yeah.
It's a good-looking guy.
Can we go Quicksilver route or
Quicksilver?
Quicksilver?
Hey, if we're
Ty,
talking
do you not
about
watch movies?
No.
hey, if we are going to talk about celebrity lookalikes, look at Tyler and tell me he doesn't look like Henry Cavill.
Oh my god.
Prime.
Dude, this is like the thing that we're taking, bro.
Hold on. Let's
We're
see.
dragging
Let's
it.
let's.
We're
You know
dragging
what?
it.
While we're here and we're talking about it, let's see.
Tyler looks like goddamn fucking Tom Hanks from Forrest Gump with that big ass head.
Mama made me a box of chocolate. Mama made me a box of chocolate.
He can do the voice too.
My sweet girl Jenny's in heaven.
We love Forrest Gump.
So, crazy question. Did Forrest Gump get AIDS from Jenny? Because he did have sex with her. Do we think he got AIDS?
We will find out in Forrest Gump too.
Yeah, when Forrest
Yeah,
Gump 2
okay.
comes out.
They're making a
All
happy
right.
gift one too, so might as well.
I don't see it, guys. I mean, look at this. I don't see
Henry
it.
Cavill.
I don't see it.
Yeah,
I don't
no
see
one
it.
sees that in a lifetime.
I
I see it. I mean, I
I don't see it.
would
I
be
don't.
mistaken if I didn't know Tyler and I just saw him like out in public. I
Tyler,
might
can
be mistaken.
Can you pull yourself back up? I'm only seeing Henry Cavill. Like,
You'd come up to me and ask for my
Hey
autograph.
Tyler, can you take the Henry Cavill pictures off the screen?
We can't.
Please.
Where are you?
They're off. Oh,
Tyler, we can't see you.
guys, it's me. It's me. I swear, it's me, Tyler.
Oh, okay. It is
Okay.
Tyler.
I'm back. It's all right. All right. No, but guys, we got to stay on topic here. I mean, I can appreciate a good rambling and riff, but we got to talk about
what the viewers want to know is
why did our
picks not hit?
And that's what I kind of want to say. So I want to be the first to issue a public apology to anybody who put in a pink slip today, because we really fucked y'all out of a lot of money. I mean, we're talking millions of dollars, boys, that we fucked people out of. I mean, this was
the max like 250.
Look, listen, take our picks with a grain of salt. They're not guaranteed. We're not time travelers. We're not Back to the Future 2. We don't got the sports book.
But what we do have is the best upcoming news for sports.
And I think that if y'all give us some times, we will pick y'all's winners and we will pick the losers as well. Today we picked a lot of losers,
but no one expected the Chiefs to get pummeled that hard. I will say
that. I did not expect them to get stopped.
The Chiefs got
no. I would say Dallas Goedert and Wharton, dude, is that's totally our fault. I don't know how Kareem Hunt didn't get a touchdown. Like,
I think that Wharton was a good shot.
Anyway, I said that.
I was talking to Tyler earlier. I was like, dude, you brought up AJ Brown. I brought up Xavier Worthy. That's already
I brought up Jahan Dotson, dude. I said Jahan Dotson. I said there's no way, and we can go back and watch it. I said there's no way that Jahan Dotson doesn't get a lot of yards, bro. He got over 50 yards. And what was his over, like 12 yards? If that, I think it was 2 yards.
Yeah.
God damn it, Preston. But who did we go with? We went with fucking Wharton.
I didn't know who Wharton was, but those sacks.
Bro, you see
talking about those stats look like they're eye-popping, okay?
They were popping.
Hey, was it just me, or did it seem like Nick Sirianni and Jalen Hurts weren't that excited to win the Super Bowl?
No, it seems like they were butt-fucked excited to win the Super Bowl to me.
Really?
Nick Sirianni, he looked like he was excited.
Yeah, Nick Sirianni did look excited.
He looked excited. And Jalen Hurts looks like he just...
Jalen Hurts is the most nonchalant guy around.
So nonchalant.
He could win everything and still not be. He'd be like, damn, like that's crazy.
I feel like deep down, Jalen Hurts is excited, but I feel like he wants to keep that nonchalant look to the public. Like,
he does a damn good job at it.
Hey, he does a great job. Like when you see it, like it's like I can never be proud of him. He just won a Super Bowl and he just doesn't even look happy.
Is he the most handsome quarterback in the league?
He's a good-looking quarterback. He's a
good-looking guy.
And he has some good-looking diamonds too. I know y'all seen that video.
Yeah, he's got some on his ring now. Yeah, he's got some diamonds that are very, very nice.
That little hoop earring that he wears, that shit's all jeweled out too.
Yeah, and he can rock.
We could be the groupies of Jalen Hurts. We could turn to Jalen Hurts groupies.
Should we get the fade? Should we get the pierce? Like, what are we doing?
I'd say so. I mean, he's from Texas. He's
I already got the bling, bro.
I would love to deride and glaze Jalen Hurts. Like, this could be a Jalen Hurts fan club podcast for all I care about.
Dude, we could talk about Jalen Hurts for hours.
I would do anything just to be in the same. I bet he smells so good.
Though, we said we had Jalen Hurts going under 30. He popped up for 70.
Oh, I said he was going to get the rushing?
Yeah.
I said he was going to rush for more than 30. I was telling y'all that last episode. True. I was saying, hey, Jalen Hurts is going to do more than that.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, it's a Super Bowl, and he's getting pressured. He's going to be running.
At least we had the tush push.
Yeah. So Jalen Hurts is
a guy.
Top 3 quarterbacks in the league now.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
He is a top 3 quarterback in the league now.
What are y'all's top 3? Like, definitive.
Right now?
Unopinionated, just definitive.
Right now? A definitive top 3?
Burrow, yes. Allen, Lamar.
That's crazy. Mahomes, Allen, Hurts.
Mahomes, Allen, Hurts, yes. I agree with that.
Hometown hurts.
I mean, if we're talking maybe like 3 years ago, I could see Burrow in the list. Or 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I could see
Burrow
Burrow.
had an amazing season.
Yeah.
this season.
Burrow, yeah, but at the same time, like he puts up a lot of numbers, but they still lose.
They went 8-8. I mean, yeah,
That's what I'm
eight
saying.
and-
It's a Dak Prescott. Look, if we want to talk about that, then we got to put Dak Prescott in that conversation.
He had
Dak
one good
Prescott puts
season
up
where he
great
was going
numbers
crazy.
every year.
One good season.
Dak Prescott one good season. Look up Dak Prescott's stats.
Yeah, he's done for like
Every
4,300
season?
yards. He's done for like 4,300 yards for like a few seasons, but
Yeah,
The thing is,
exactly.
Dak can't close. Dak
yeah,
cannot
that's different than
close.
Joe. Joe at least went to Super Bowl once in his fucking career.
His rookie year.
No, his second year.
Let's take a look at Dak Prescott.
Was it his second year?
Jamar Chase's rookie year.
Didn't Burrow get injured his rookie year?
Yeah, towards ACL.
I thought so.
I mean, okay, I'm gonna tell y'all every year, and Dak Prescott every single year for the past 5 years goes. He either has a great season or he does half of what he did the other season. So this season he had 1,978 yards. Last season he had 4,560.
Yeah.
And then 2022 he had 2,860. The year before that he had 4,449. So he's either, and then the year before that he had 1,800, and then the year before that he had 4,000. So every year Dak does 4,000 yard season, and then he goes to 2,000 yard season, then a 4,000 yard season, and then 2,000 yard season.
So that means that we're up to a 4,000 yard season this coming up season.
Yeah, you better hope.
That's what we're looking like. We're looking at a 4,000 yard season next season. He's very unreliable. If every year you're going half of what you did the year before,
Yeah,
it's
not enough.
Dak
Not
needs to
enough.
be doing 4,000 every year if he wants to be considered one of the best quarterbacks.
I'm so ready to move on from Dak. It's unbelievable. Give him away.
Who the fuck?
Looking at those
stats.
stats is very high.
We could trade.
He's good.
For Dak. It's eye opening in that he'll have great season. Then the next season he'll have trash.
Two of those seasons he also got hurt though. Like when he broke his ankle, which was bad.
Okay, yeah, they had the backup who was smacking shit.
Cooper Rush?
Yeah, Cooper Rush. He was doing good for a little bit.
the Rush fucking mania.
For a little bit.
I'll take
love
Aaron Rodgers over Dak Prescott right now.
Rush mania is like the best 2 weeks of y'all's
So,
lives.
Tyler, you're a Cowboys fan. Give us what is your opinion on Cooper Rush mania?
I mean, whenever he was winning.
Yeah, I bet
Sometimes when he's out there,
I bet you-
So if I remember it correctly, I remember those two games. I want to say we played the Vikings and we played the Rams, and we won both those games. And the Vikings were like 8-1 at that time of the year. What?
Why are you so quiet?
you went very quiet.
Can you not hear me?
No, really.
What about now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, repeat.
So if I'm not mistaken, I believe that Cooper Rush played the Vikings, and the Vikings were 8-1 at that time. And then we played the Rams, and looked that up. In fact, fact check that real quick. I know we played the Vikings. That was the first game of Cooper Rush mania, and we beat them. And it was a good game, but I knew we were going to Dak. I mean, he was just a fill-in guy. And backups usually play well in the league, especially if they're in a good system.
Yeah.
So, do I think that Cooper Rush is ever going to be anything more than a backup? No, I don't. But I think that we need to move on from Dak Prescott. I think that it's time. And I hate saying that because I really like Dak. I think that he's a good quarterback. I think that that I mean, the memories that he gave us his rookie year was just unbelievable. That year with Zeke and going 12-4.
Dude, gonna get lost to that toe drag swag by the tight end dot from Aaron Rodgers to set up Max Crosby for that field goal in 2016. Toe drag swag was undeniable at that point.
that was one of the worst days of my life.
So that's like the best toe drag swag I've ever seen in my life. I hate to rub it in, but that was a toe drag swag.
Well, I mean, we just and that's why people say like, "Oh, well, I hate the Eagles because I'm a Cowboys fan." No, I hate the Packers because I'm a Cowboys fan.
Yeah, Packers fucking blow you
The
off.
Packers, every single time we play the Packers in the divisional round, we always lose. Always. They're just they have our number, and you know what? The Cowboys don't believe in themselves. They just don't. I don't know. I've never seen a group of grown men have so many problems whenever they get to the playoffs. It's unreal. It's unbelievable.
By the fucking 91 Bills to the 94 Bills.
Yeah, but they made it to the show. Shit, at least they made it to the show.
Yeah, but you won none of the show. And it's like, fuck.
The Bills.
Hell, I'd rather fucking get there. We can't even get to a conference championship. We have not been. Why are we covering a team? Why are we covering a team that has not been to a conference championship in almost 30 years?
Because they have the Dallas Star on their helmet.
And that's ridiculous. That's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
They're them
That's-
boys.
We're not them boys.
That's what y'all call themselves every time y'all win a game.
You want to know
Not them
something?
boys.
That the New England Patriots have won what? They won 6 Super Bowls in the span of 20 years, right? They won 6. Now I want you to think about this, that since the Patriots lost Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, we really haven't heard dick about them. They're not that marketable of a team. But the Dallas Cowboys are still heard about, and they haven't done anything in the last 30 years.
Because they're marketable. Because you'll have a good roster at least.
It's because they want to go back to the glory days. I mean,
We'll never go back.
Well, it's because people who are still in media, some of the guys were around during the glory days of the Cowboys.
Yeah.
And if you have people, okay, so if it was just young people in the media, you're not hearing as much about the Cowboys. But it's because those older guys are in the media, they still want to talk about the Cowboys because they remember it fresh.
Yeah.
Us younger generation, we don't remember it. We're not talking about the Cowboys as much. And
hey, but you want to know something?
You're a Cowboys fan because of your dad or because of someone you know who's a Cowboys fan.
Yeah, of course.
Growing
That's
up.
the only reason why I'm a Cowboys fan.
Exactly.
I would not be a Cowboys fan. I'd be a Bengals fan. I'd be. I'm not a Cowboys fan. Like at heart, I'm a Cowboys fan by blood. That's it.
Yeah.
And I hate it because I love them boys. But at the same time, we're done with the 90s.
We're done with the
90s. We're done with the 90s, bro.
I mean, they wanted to say all that about Michael Jordan. Well, we can say that about the Cowboys, bro. We're done with the 90s. Okay.
We're done with the 90s. We're done. I'm done with hearing about the glory days.
Tyler, I better never see you in a Cowboys jersey again until they win a chip.
I mean, look, I want to support, but I'm at the same time, I've got to be realistic, man. I've got to be realistic with myself about my teams because I care too much about them. Texas A&M too, right? Like we haven't even touched on college. We haven't even touched on college, but I've got to tell y'all something. Whenever we go 7-0, right, and we're going towards the playoffs, and everything's looking good, and things are looking great. And then we go 7-5 and we lose in the fucking Las Vegas Bowl. Yeah, I got a problem. I got a problem with being optimistic. I got a problem with wanting to cheer on a team.
Dude, Marcel's can't read. He's got to put a few more LBs on his bones. And
Marcel can read fine. That's not the issue. That's not the issue.
So
listen,
you're also an A&M fan, Tyler?
I'm an A&M fan. I'm Texas through and through.
So how about the Horns? How about the Longhorns?
You know what? I don't mind the Longhorns. I really don't. I don't mind the Longhorns. I like them. I like Coach Sarkisian. I think that he's an unbelievable coach.
He's a good coach, and he's a player-first coach.
He's a player-first coach, exactly, and he cares about those kids. Yeah. And it's nice to see. It's nice to see.
He actually went up there and talked to him, which was probably not the smart thing to do.
That was dumb.
It was not the smart thing to do, but it was a player-first coach thing to do.
Yeah.
Exactly. What I'm saying.
I like everything that
Auburn was hitting that if he talked to him or if he didn't talk to him. Auburn was off.
I bet he would hit if he didn't.
Auburn was off. He's been off. This season was not his season.
Especially Auburn sucks.
Yeah, the end season wasn't his season.
Auburn, I'm gonna say even if coach didn't go talk to him, he's probably still missing that kick. I mean, he's missing the kick.
He's missing the kick. Bert Auburn.
That was a tough watch.
He looks goofy as shit. I don't understand this long hair. He needs to shave his head. Yeah. And you know what? That's such an old guy thing to say. Do you know how many times I've heard like older men be like, well, he'd probably play better if he cut off all that damn hair. Like that's that's so crazy. Like Trevor Lawrence. Well, it's just, I don't know. It's something about him I don't really like. Maybe it's the hair. He reminds me of Sunshine from Remember the Titans. You know what I mean? Like, why are we talking about Remember the Titans, dude? Just let the kid ball. Like,
let the kid ball.
Okay, hey boys. This is going to be a complete right field, but it's something I did want to talk about today on the podcast.
Huh?
Can we talk about Deshaun Tucker? Deshaun Justin Tucker Watson.
Oh,
God.
Can we just talk about the shot?
You want to talk about
you want to talk about?
back in the day?
I got some things I
Because
want to get
I
off
know
my
this is
chest about
complete
this,
from right
boys.
field, but I feel like we need to talk about these accusations because Justin Tucker is the last guy I expected to hear accusations from.
Dude, I would never have thought of that.
Not
What,
Justin
what?
Tucker.
I mean, what was he doing? Getting happy
It was,
endings?
it was the massage.
Yeah, he's getting
massage
massages,
therapist, and they are accusing him of. There was like 6 of them that accused him of misconduct.
Showing his
So
little
like
peepee.
he was wanting a happy ending.
I think he was trying to get happy
Trying to
ending.
force the happy
Yeah, I think he
ending.
was trying. I think
Oh, he was trying to force a happy ending.
What is up with these NFL players and the massages, man?
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. As a experienced happy ending.
Oh, but
Yo.
Hold on.
He said that with a smile on his face.
You goddamn right. I said that with a smile on my
Ruffling.
face. Let me get comfortable before I start telling this.
all right, let's hear this. This will be good. This will be good.
This is live out there, Tyler.
As somebody who's experienced in the going to happy ending massage parlors and finding them as if I'm going out on a date with myself, right?
Yeah.
Look it up, see where they're at, see what little hot spots I can do, get back on Spank Bank and review, let them know, hey boys,
Bang.
Is that a website?
it's a website. Look it up, read a book.
He's dropping reviews.
Listen. As an experienced happy ending connoisseur, whatever you want to call me, I see absolutely nothing wrong with it if it's
Okay.
consensual. If
But
it's
it
not
doesn't seem
consensual,
very consensual in this.
it has to be it has to be provoked by the masseuse. It
And I
cannot. be
have to
provoked
also
by
ask you a question. For it to be fully consensual and no accusations in the future, when you go to that, Tyler, do you sign something? Is there like a
Oh yeah.
Just for research purposes.
there's an NDA?
There's not necessarily an NDA, but your name is somewhere in that.
Is it just in like the heat of the moment?
It's somewhere in that massage parlor. Yeah, your
And-
name's signed somewhere.
And you're paying extra for that.
Yeah, you're paying extra. Yeah, of course. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, you're paying for the extra. It's pretty.
But
good.
realistically, to Justin Tucker, but look, here's the thing. He's probably going on to Instagram, looking at these girls, saying, "Hey, come rub me down. I need my leg rubbed. I need my strong leg rubbed." You know what I mean? So they're thinking, "Oh wow, this is a great connection to make," right? But he's probably taking it a little bit too far, making it,
Drop the robe, just straighten up.
He's like, "Oh, I'm the greatest NFL kicker of all time."
Yeah, bro. I have the world record in the NFL.
Yeah, come touch my
rub my-
third leg. No, you know what I mean? Like that's not what we. It's not what we do. Look, I'm all about consensual and everything like that. But what I am not about is somebody trying to force the hand down there.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
if she's tickling it, playing with it, tickle, tickle,
Yo.
tickle, 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 tickle.
You get the memo.
I
You
get-
want
I get-
you
I
want
get the
massage?
picture.
You how much extra? How much extra?
That's the first thing.
That's Tyler. How much extra? How much extra?
No. She's asking how much extra. That's how you want to do it.
That's you, buddy.
Well, okay. Regardless, if I'm asking how much extra, she's putting the ball on my court. I'm going to go low. I'm going to say 40.
Oh, 40.
40. And then if
I love
she says more, okay, now we're negotiating. Some of those ladies are sons of bitches of negotiators. Let me tell you.
Yeah, now it's to see who has the best fucking pawn star skills right here, bro. Who
No, I
can
mean,
sell-
they could be in a boardroom negotiating. That's how good they are sometimes. You know what I mean?
I get you.
And that's just what it is.
Okay, so
I
we
mean-
went from Justin Tucker accusations to the Tyler accusations.
God
There's
damn,
no accusations because I'll tell the truth.
I'm kidding. I'm joking.
Yeah, I'll tell the
Back to
truth on
Justin
everything.
Tucker.
That's the
Okay.
issue, is that I tell the truth and people are like, holy shit, I know he's telling the truth.
No, I got you.
You
But
know what I
gotta
mean?
see how many people have accused Justin Tucker compared? Deshaun Watson had like 20.
Dude had like 20. You can put, he's pushing 30s at this
That's a
point.
ton, man. And his girl stuck with him the entire time. It's crazy what money will do.
So it says right here, Justin Tucker was accused of inappropriate sexual behavior at 4 high-end spas and wellness centers in the Baltimore area.
Damn, he kept that shit local.
He kept that shit local.
Tucker has denied all the allegations. Of course. I mean, he's not going to just go up and be like, yeah, but 4 high-end places. I mean,
So-
look at this.
it's looking like Justin Tucker's just walking into these places and going to a different place every time.
Yeah, he's not putting a hat on and some sunglasses walking into
Yeah,
these places. He's walking in there.
there.
He's probably walking in there with a shirt that says, "I'm Justin Tucker, jerk me off." You know what I mean? Like,
Justin Tucker, come here and untucker.
yeah, come here and untuck me. Yeah, exactly. But like, here's the thing about it: you cannot go. He's going to the wrong places. That's the issue.
He needs to go to the more shady
He's
places.
going to the wrong places. You go to the places
But they don't
that
know
have.
like of it.
You go to the places that have the tinted windows and the LED lights. You don't
He's
go to the
more
places that are
high-end.
high. Yeah, high end is crazy because you're not going to get anything.
Like,
You're going to
you
get
walk
a
in
good
there and the
massage.
Lights are off when you walk in there.
Yeah, no face. You can't even see her face, really.
Yeah, no, you want it. You want it. You don't know what's the only light you want to be able to see is the iPad
Like,
to say that you got an appointment. That's it. That's it. You want to be in there like this, trying to find your way around, right? You don't want to go into a place that's bright, and you damn sure don't want to go in the daytime. You want to go evening time. Go evening. Go in there.
Go in there when they're counting up their money and they're like, I need a little bit more money for today.
Yep.
And then that's when Tyler walks in.
That's whenever I go in there and they say I don't have to work after this guy. You know what I mean?
He's gonna give me enough to go home comfortable.
Yeah, exactly. So that's all I'm saying, guys, is he's going to the wrong places. I mean, that's what it is. And listen, if he's asking for it, oh, you can't really ask for it these days. I don't know. That's borderline. You got to go to those shady places that do it. Then you won't have to ask for anything. I'm just saying.
Bring it up while they rub you down.
They're bringing it up to you.
If they're bringing it up to you, then hey, we're good. She's not going to say anything. I'm going to say it was her idea.
Did Deshaun Watson also go to high end places, or did he just get caught up?
No, his was a little bit more like he was like forcing hands down there. He was like making some of these girls real uncomfortable, stuff like that.
It was pretty nasty.
So we got a creep over there.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. 100%. 100%.
Oh man.
I mean,
thoughts on Deshaun Watson as a quarterback. Though?
Out of there.
Done. He's been done since Houston, bro. That thing, I think that he's been ready.
He did have a 2020 season when they lost to the Chiefs. After they was up like 24-0 against the Chiefs.
He did have a few good seasons, but
He had what, 2 good seasons?
yeah, like a couple good seasons.
Yeah, he's not it anymore. He's been done. I mean, you know what? I didn't even keep track with him, and it's not. I don't look, man. A lot of these allegations, you learn in college, like especially if you go on to play college football and stuff like that. You go on to see a lot of these girls will, ruin your life to make sure that they get something out of it because their feelings are hurt. So they'll accuse you of stuff. But what he did was real, so.
Yeah. No, for sure.
That's horrible.
Right.
That's horrible, actually.
Yeah, it's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. And I don't think that, to be real with you, and this is a hard truth, but I don't even think that he deserves to be in the league anymore.
No,
That's fair.
when all that came out with that many people, like, okay, if it was one person, maybe 2 people, like, okay, but if you have 20 to 30 of people accusing you of something, then there's probably some evidence out there.
Well, and there were screenshots, there were so many different things where it was just like, dude, what are you doing, man? Like,
so back to that question, or back to the same point, if you think Deshaun shouldn't be in the league, what do you think should happen to Justin Tucker if it comes out all these allegations are real? Do you think
it depends on if he's like privately messaging these people or if he's just walking in saying, hey, do y'all do rub and tugs? If he's asking a question,
that's different.
Okay, if he's asking, but if he's trying to force the hand, that's
different. That's different. So
we have to
the moment that there's physical contact, that's physical contact or intimidation. That's where it's like, okay, no, that's not okay. But if you're going in there and you're asking a question, hey, do y'all do happy endings? No, we don't do happy endings. All right, thank you. Bye.
Yeah, and mean,
There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, thank you.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, there's nothing wrong with it. That's why you ask questions. Dude.
That's why you ask questions. Now, if it's illegal or whatever, and you know, just go to the fucking place that you know you can get it. That's my thing.
Yeah. Well,
What does that shit look like?
Well, I mean, why try and why? I mean, why try and be too much, right? Why try and do too much? Just fucking go to the place that you know. It's like fishing with dynamite. You know you're gonna get something there. You know what I mean? Like it's not rocket science.
You always have the best, just like comparisons.
he has good sayings.
Good sayings.
Yeah.
All right. So, y'all have anything y'all been wanting to talk about for the podcast?
Man,
I know Preston does.
I'm stumped.
What's up?
Tyler, what would I like to talk about?
Well, you had a couple of things, didn't you?
Oh man, let me think here. I mean, we could talk about what are y'all interested right now?
Well, so we talked about the Super Bowl. We talked about some misconduct.
Yeah.
Talked about halftime shows.
Well, hold on. Let me find what we were supposed to talk about. I want to say there was something there.
I thought we had a little script going.
Yeah.
I forget what was on it.
What we need to do is before every show, we need to go ahead and have a script so we can get into the better segments and stuff like that, you know?
Exactly.
I thought I had a segment in mind.
You did.
But
You did.
I'm totally blanking right now.
Oh, you wanted to talk about the future.
Here we go. Top 5 busts NBA NFL.
Top
five
five busts NBA NFL.
Okay.
Well,
I'll
first
start
of
off
all,
hot. Andrew Wiggins.
Andrew Wiggins,
Number one NBA
Andrew
bust.
Wiggins, good pick.
I mean,
I think
he
A. Wiggs was
he told me on a parlay the other day, and I still haven't forgave him. Biggest bust.
you think Andrew Wiggins was a bust?
Andrew Wiggins was totally. He might be the number one NBA bust.
No, he's not the number one NBA bust of all time.
No, but top 5. Think about
No.
the hype.
No, not top 5. Like I would say top 15, top 20.
If
But
you think about the hype around Andrew Wiggins.
they were talking about
Dude.
LeBron stats
Yes.
on him.
Do y'all not understand what happened there?
What happened? The team?
Well, no, the whole thing with Andrew Wiggins, he got traded or he got drafted to the Cavaliers. Everybody was going crazy about him.
Yeah.
And then LeBron James signs to Cleveland, and before Andrew Wiggins can even play a summer ball game, they ship his ass off to Minnesota.
Yeah, for Kevin Love.
I mean,
But that doesn't
he got screwed out of it.
His skill level, even when he went to Minnesota, though.
I just think that
if I was Andrew Wiggins and I was that much of a star coming out of college, I'm happy to not be on a team with LeBron, because that's going to take away all of your shine. That takes away from it if you have LeBron on your team.
I don't think that
learning curve. You don't get the experience.
But Andrew Wiggins, he's been an all-star and stuff like that.
Ooh.
You know, I mean, he's an NBA champion too.
He probably had one.
He's an NBA champion as well.
The NBA champion as well. That is true, and he was a key part to that championship team on 22 Warriors.
Yeah, I can't say that he was a bust at all. Maybe he didn't pan out the way that we wanted him to, but he's definitely not a bust.
His first All-Star was in 2022, and that was the year that they won.
Yeah, I'm about to say that was his breakout.
He had a breakout season in 2022.
That was a bounce back season though, from 2014 when he got drafted to 2022 is whenever he really produced.
Yeah, it took him 8 years in the league to produce something.
I mean, but he still produced. There's a lot of guys who don't even get that opportunity.
Now, a big bust that was a former number 1 overall pick back in I think 06 or no, not in 06, 07.
Greg Oden.
No, for NFL we're going here. Jamarcus Russell to the Raiders.
Jamarcus Russell, yeah, he's number 1.
Jamarcus Russell is the biggest.
He's number 1.
In my opinion, what if, bro? He's a 6'6" frame big dude. Damn near like what, 220, 230 pounds.
Bullshit, 260.
260 as a quarterback. That's a
big man.
That's a big boy. It's a big man, and he can run the football like nothing as well.
I think he's the number 1 bust of all time.
For a quarterback, and that I pick a number one draft pick, and for him not to put in the work as I would plan out to, I would be furious. I would be very disappointed in what he brought to the table to my team. Didn't bring the energy, didn't bring the leadership, didn't bring he just brought lackluster of everything what I thought he could bring.
Well, you know that story that they told about him, right? Y'all heard that?
Watch no film. They gave him an empty tape, and he said, "Yeah, coach, I watched it all."
So, chat and viewers at home, if y'all don't know this, Jamarcus Russell. If you don't know Jamarcus Russell, you know what? Let's play some Jamarcus Russell highlights from college real quick.
He was a beast at college.
Let's show him.
Some guys just don't go and produce in the league, and I think it could be the money. You don't think a little bit of the money has to do with it?
Yes, once that money hits the bank account,
money hits,
I don't know if they know how to act. I mean, LSU legend Jamarcus Russell.
I feel like the money hits the bank account, and you're like, okay, I got a lot of money. I've never seen this much money before in my life.
I believe he went to a natty with them too, a BCS.
Yeah, he went to a natty, but he didn't do much else.
They never see that kind of money pour in their life, and that's just anyone who goes to the league and starts seeing money. I mean, it's not everyone, but I feel like the production kind of goes down.
All right, so we got Jamarcus Russell right here. Look at that score, dude. 49-3 in the fourth quarter against Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm.
How big he was. I mean, he threw that ball effortless.
He does have one of the longest rushing touchdowns by a quarterback, though. I think it was like a 70-yard run.
We're about to see right here.
That's definitely been broken by now.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't mind playing with a Jamarcus Russell on EA College Football.
Another big wasted.
Yeah, just put his college card in there.
I think Colorado selected Josh Rosen at number 9 overall pick back in 2017. Mm-hmm. That was a very big miss.
He's like I think that he's a financial analyst now.
Josh Rosen?
Mm-hmm.
I believe so. I mean, he looked like a smart dude, but
I want to say he's got a LinkedIn account. Let me see. Josh Rosen.
I do like
LinkedIn.
Really bad for Greg Oden.
Look at this, bro.
He was a bust, but I feel bad for Greg Oden.
Injuries piled up.
I mean, man, he also just seemed like a great guy. Like,
look at this, Josh Rosen. Look at this. MBA candidate at the Wharton School, which is, I mean, very impressive. His experience, quarterback, NFL, April 2018 to January 2023.
Damn.
Wharton School, Master of Business Administration, UCLA, St. John Bosco High School.
Oh, Anthony Bennett. Anthony Bennett was a bad NBA bust.
Was a waste of a top 5 pick.
Yeah, Trey was pretty bad.
He played at North Dakota State, guaranteed. I didn't see much of his highlights till the end of that college run that he had. And anyway, what do you see in Trey Lance to pick? I don't know what 49.
You know what
his stats. His stats in North Dakota State had Carson Wentz.
Do y'all know who
Carson Wentz was different though?
Yeah.
Trey Lance had, I want to say, 49 touchdowns and 4 interceptions his junior year.
You want to know someone I do want to bring up for NFL bus?
Who?
Johnny Manziel.
Johnny
Manziel, with how great he was in college. From Browns.
What could have been?
He could have had a really good NFL career, but
I say he could have had a decent.
Yeah, I mean, he could have been one of those guys that you're just like, yeah, Johnny Manziel, top 30 quarterback of all time.
Cleveland.
Do you think he would have been a top 30 quarterback of all time?
No, I think he could have been 29.
I think he's a top 10 quarterback in college.
Yeah, college for sure.
I think he's a top 10 quarterback in college.
I think Manziel was just a bit too young and a bit too small for my liking.
And a bit too.
He was very small.
And a bit too wild.
And yeah, he also didn't have good work ethic.
And I would say Cleveland was the worst possible spot he could go. Mm-hmm. Dallas was going to be a great option where he could go. Hell, the Texans were going to be anywhere where there was a Texan-bound team. He was going to be good in. I would say another good spot that might have been undershined. I could see him playing well in Seattle. I could have seen him playing in the Seattle Seahawks in football.
In that, yeah.
Seattle Diamondbacks out there thrived in Seattle.
Yeah, Seattle would have been really good for him.
One more spot that I think he could have done better just because of the rivalry and what he has to like get the juices is the New York Giants. If he got drafted to the Giants, the Cowboys were his like not his favorite team, but I know he liked the
Him
Cowboys
playing
at
with
some point.
OBJ. Him
Would've done
and
well
he
marketing.
was running it.
He would have done really well with marketing out there.
So I think the
that
New
Johnny
York
Manziel
I
Giants,
could
was
see him
doomed
but
because of how
I
much
feel
he
like him in a
partied.
Seattle Seahawks jersey could have been right.
But
For
he
some
just
reason, I'm
partied
just
way
feeling
too much.
Texans.
Texans could have been nice too.
Texans?
You got D Hop out there.
Texans Manziel would have been something to see. I feel like
Yeah.
I could
Would've been
totally
fun.
see.
No,
him
I'm
as a
telling you,
Texan.
Johnny Manziel got drafted to. There could have been potential. The Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, I want to retract my statement.
Sucked the soul out of him.
I want to retract my top 30 statement. Not top 30. But I'm saying he could have definitely been something.
He could have been something. He could have been like had a few memorable seasons.
I think I could see Johnny Manziel popping off 3 seasons on another team.
I remember watching
I
him.
want to retract that statement.
I remember watching him his freshman year. And dude, I've never seen a quarterback move like Johnny Manziel has. I thought that he was.
Oh man,
A game I was watching the other day is whenever they went to Alabama and stumped Alabama at home.
I'll never forget that game. I watched
That
it live.
game, number 15 Alabama's ranked either number 1 or like number 4 in the nation.
Number one.
See the Aggies pulling up, man.
Stumped them.
It was
Johnny
man.
Manziel. Those like few years with the Aggies must have been some of the most fun times anyone's ever had in their life.
Dude,
He's going out being the starting quarterback for his team, being like the most hype man on campus. Like he must have had those years were probably some of the most lit years anyone has ever had.
They said that he like couldn't even show up to class because he would get mobbed on campus,
Dude.
bro.
That
That
must have been a great.
He was
time.
unbelievable, man.
Probably
man, and he's brought so much to College Station as well.
The money bar down there now. I know that.
Yeah, he's brought so much to College Station. He was a
That's his city, bro. That is his city still.
yeah. Oh yeah.
That is Johnny Manziel's city, bro.
Oh yeah.
Johnny Football pulls up to College Station. Anything he wants, he gets.
Johnny Football pulls up to that little strip they got, that little Northgate.
Yeah.
He pulls up to Northgate, bro.
It's
shutting down.
It's done. It's done, bro. It's done. Yeah. So what do y'all think about Vince Young? Is he a bust?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, legendary UT quarterback, but
Legend.
Damn,
Legend.
bro.
Legend, man.
Legend. I love Vince Young. I'll never not love Vince Young. He's that one Texas quarterback that I always think about.
What about the guy who went against him, Sam Bradford?
Bust, huge bust. But he was left-handed. He was left-handed.
He was supposed to be better than Vince Young. Like he was such a high prospect.
Mm-hmm.
He was second in voting right behind Reggie that year. Like
How about Michael Vick killing his own career?
By killing dogs?
Yes, literally killing his own career by killing dogs.
Dude,
It didn't kill his career though.
Michael Vick never got in trouble, bro. He probably would have won a Super Bowl.
I don't understand. Michael Vick's
Time out. He won an MVP after that.
But his whole situation just
When?
He won after the dogs.
He won it after the dogs. He won it in Philadelphia. It's 2012.
Wow.
Look it up.
I didn't know that. That's knowledge. That's
Michael Vick won an MVP in Philadelphia.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was either MVP
He won in
or
2004.
Yeah, no, it's Adrian Peterson. Yeah, no, he won an MVP in Atlanta, but
Wait, what about in Philadelphia?
Yeah, he won comeback player of the year.
Comeback player of the year in 2010.
That's what it was. That's what it was. Comeback player of the year. Yep.
I'm not gonna hold. He played great in Philadelphia. That game he had against Washington. Yeah. Ain't nobody ever gonna forget that pass that he had, bro. To Deshaun Jackson, 70 yards down the field, took the top off.
He's a good lefty.
First play.
He's a good lefty.
I think that he's so okay. Here's a question for you. Here's a segment: greatest lefty quarterbacks of all time.
Let me look. Let me get a look at everyone.
Was Terrence Bradshaw lefty?
No.
Oh, that he was.
So real quick, can we? All right, Astro, look up lefty quarterbacks in the Hall of Fame, and I bet that I can guess all of them.
Okay, so left-handed quarterbacks in the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Don't look it up.
No, I'm not. I'm right here. Y'all would see if I'm looking it up.
Okay. You ready?
All right.
Hold
All
on.
right. And y'all got to tell me yes after each one.
Okay, go.
All right.
There's
Steve Young.
only-
Yeah.
Okay, Steve Young, yeah.
Before, so there hasn't been a lefty quarterback. Steve Young.
Steve Young might be one. Might be.
He's probably the best left-handed quarterback.
So Steve Young. Are there more?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
one more.
There's one more.
There's one more? Oh
There's
wow.
one more.
And that's the point that I'm trying to make. So hold on. So Steve Young and Brett Favre was right-handed.
Yeah, Brett Favre was right. I was thinking about that.
Was it like in the 60s or 70s? Was he from the 60s or 70s?
I think he's from.
Yeah, he's a 60s, 70s quarterback.
Yeah.
It wasn't Johnny Unitas.
No.
One Bart Starr.
Uh-uh.
It wasn't. Did he play for the Dolphins?
No.
No.
No. You want me to tell you what team he played for?
Yeah.
Raiders. Oakland Raiders.
Was it?
Oh, he's stumped.
Hold on. No. Was it?
You're not getting this. You know the team now. You're not getting it.
Hold on. It was. Oh hell! What was his name? Kenny Stabler. Kenny Stabler. Kenny Stabler.
Yeah, Ken
Yeah.
Stabler.
Yeah. There we go. Boom.
Good job.
Got it. Yeah, I didn't realize that Kenny Stabler was even left-handed. But okay, so here's my point. There's two left-handed Hall of Fame quarterbacks, right?
Yep.
Left-hand, like I feel bad for what's his name out of Oregon? What's the
Dylan Gabriel?
Dylan Gabriel. He's not going to make it in the league. Good quarterback, not going to make it in the league because he's left-handed.
Do you
Those
think he's a good quarterback,
lefties just don't. I think Dylan
I don't
Gabriel's
know
a great
about Dylan
quarterback.
Gabriel, bro.
He's a decent quarterback.
I think he's a good quarterback.
He got snubbed. He not snubbed, but he like somehow got in that like Heisman run. I don't know how he got in that.
This
Heisman run.
motherfucker's getting old. He's starting to get up in age, and he's
And
still
he's
in
got more
college.
starts than Bo Nix
Yeah.
at all times. So
Yeah, he's a good quarterback. I like him.
Is he
I-
playing another year in college?
no, he
Okay.
wasn't. Dude, he was really fun.
He's
on OU.
drafted.
That year they beat the OU in Texas game, and they came down and scored with like 13 seconds left. That was absolute picture
Cinema.
perfect game.
It's cinema.
That was absolute cinema right there. I was watching that HBO. I was all watching the people getting around the TV. He comes down there with 13 seconds, scores. I was like,
Yeah.
that was amazing. That was some of the best performances I've seen by a left-hand quarterback right there.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah.
I would say only chance he has if he gets drafted. I mean, dude, a lot of guys have to get drafted into the right system for them to work. Like Tom Brady, if he didn't get drafted to the Patriots, we're not looking at the same go.
Yeah, if
You're
Tom
not-
Brady
you're
never
not
gets
looking
drafted
at
to
the
the
same
Patriots
guy.
and never gets a chance at like really showing us talents, I mean, we're never seeing Tom Brady.
Yeah.
I also agree with like if Aaron Rodgers.
Imagine how many players could be like Tom Brady that never went to the right place and never got to start.
Just imagine this. What if San Francisco actually drafted Aaron Rodgers with the first overall pick to San Francisco? He grew up San 49ers fan, loved him. They were talking to him. They didn't draft him. Imagine
You
if he
know
got
what
drafted.
You know what I think about? I think about like a time before we had like TikTok and Huddle and stuff like that. These older guys, there's probably guys who we've never even heard of who were better quarterbacks, who were better football players than the greatest of all time. And we just never heard of them because they went to a small school, didn't get recruited, didn't have the money to get recruited, didn't have the money to go to college, so they had to start
I
working
think-
for his
Yeah, there's
family.
probably there's some
The biggest-
all-time best out there
The
who
biggest
never
thing,
went to the
the
league.
biggest thing
Yeah.
in life is opportunity. Once you get an opportunity and you're in the right moment, your opportunity will come. Now, if
But
you
you've got to work hard at it, dude.
Yeah, you
That's
gotta-
the thing. Is
Because the
if you
timing-
get that opportunity, because think about this, right? I'll put it in perspective for you guys. If we dropped a clip today, right, on TikTok or something, we had 10 million views, and then tomorrow we get another 10 million views, and then on YouTube we have over like 100,000 subscribers tomorrow. Are we going to continue to work hard at it?
Yes,
Are we
absolutely.
going to work harder at it because we got it now?
What we'd have to do is get show our viewers that we are dedicated, get better equipment, get a better room, get a better
Right.
setup.
Right.
Things would have to change to show that
Yeah.
we want it. What we want.
Exactly. And we would have to change production. We would have to change a lot of stuff, right? And that was
That's when
what,
it gets serious. That's
Yeah.
whenever we could, okay, we might have a full-time job out of this.
Yeah.
That's when it gets serious.
yeah. And that's the thing is that these guys in the NFL, they get their opportunity and they're like, all right, now it's time to, like, I got the opportunity. Now it's time for me to put the work in. Or they go the opposite end and they say, I made it. I'm good with this. I'm fine here. Like, let me off because I'm at the top now.
Yeah, they're kind of like they can pull a Kenny Powers.
yeah.
That's perfect.
Hey, I made it.
Yeah, exactly. No,
you have the Kenny Powers, and then you have the Tom Brady's.
I think about it, and like I went to college at Blinn and stuff like that, and I remember saying, okay, I was good in high school. I was good at football in high school, dude. I went to Blinn and I didn't know what the fuck I was walking into. Those guys were good. You know what I mean? Like I went to college with like Kendall Sheffield and stuff like that. He's in the. I don't think he's in the pros anymore. I don't know. I haven't kept up with him, but I know that last time I checked, he was he was playing with the Atlanta Falcons. Like these guys were good. I was nobody. You know what I mean? And that's the thing about these guys is like you get to a different level. And that's why we talk about busts, we talk about stuff like that. Realistically, I don't think that anybody knows anything. Nobody can say, hey, this guy's going to be a star because if they could, Trevor Lawrence would have been a star. And he's not. He's not. He's not a top 20 quarterback. Caleb Williams would have been a star. He's not. Just plain and simple. He had some flashes.
Been waiting for 1 year, so it's.
Well, Trevor, look.
Williams is doing that great.
I could see him. If they get the right pieces. I mean, they have good pieces. If they get right coaching, I can see it becoming far. I can see him going good.
Y'all think Caleb Williams could ultimately be where he wants to be?
Obviously, he had a very disappointing rookie season. Like he had a very disappointing rookie season.
Was it disappointing or was it just the Bears?
A mix of both. After that Hail Mary that they got against that the Commanders got against them, I think that definitely struck a dagger into like just the moral. It struck a dagger into their focus, their dedication. It just kind of got them off balance, and they went on like a 5-game losing streak after that. They couldn't find a way to bounce back. They couldn't find a way just to hold onto the rope just a bit longer in football games. Either they had a dumbass play or they just had not good time management. Like it just comes down to that.
You know who I'm proud of is Bryce Young.
Bryce Young for bounce back.
Bryce Young is bouncing back. He's coming back and he's great. I think that he's really solid.
I'm rooting for Bryce Young.
Me too.
I am not too sure he can be a franchise caliber quarterback though.
Why not?
Why not? First of all, you have to have all 5-star O linemen around him. Guaranteed, he was reading the field way better towards the end of the season. He was slowing the game down, reading the mic. Well,
that's what we're saying. We're saying he's having progress.
He's having good progress. He's making the right reads. He's doing everything good. He's making good progress. Yes, but for a 5'9" guy, probably snub 210, maybe 210.
If that,
it's just risky. It's really risky because at Alabama, you had all 5-star O lines. You had 4 stars are better on the outside wide receiving core, and he has magnificent tight ends. So to go from that to the Carolina Panthers is definitely a jump.
But they set him for a couple of weeks this last season. They set him for a couple of weeks, and he came back and he lit it on fire.
I remember Anthony Dalton came in and shocked the world with that win. I was like, this is bad. This is bad for Bryce Young's moral.
Well, people thought that because Andy Dalton's doing it, Bryce Young should be able to do it. Yada yada yada. Man, dude, they give these quarterbacks, and shame on the NFL for doing this, but they give these young quarterbacks zero leeway. They give them no room to improve. Like back in the day, dude, I remember it. Ultimately, I think that it started with like Matt Leinart and Vince Young. It started with those guys like, hey, we need to market these guys now because they're first round talents.
Yeah, you draft them and you throw them out there right away. You don't try to build them up. You don't try to build it.
But before, they were building these guys up. Now, there
Yeah.
are some people who can ultimately sink or swim, and some swim, like Dak Prescott, his rookie year. He came in for Tony Romo. Yeah, that was impressive. But also, I think that it was because they had zero gameplay on him. They had zero film on Dak Prescott because then his sophomore year, he had that horrible sophomore slump. So I think that a lot of it has to do with not necessarily, oh well, how are they doing? Because even look at CJ Stroud. Yeah, last year he tore it up. This year,
He went on a slump.
didn't really do much.
Yeah.
Didn't really do much. He came out and he killed it last year, but this year, not really doing much. Just kind of what it is. Just kind of what it is. So
And I look, he was saying he was gonna have the slump. I didn't think he was gonna do as good as he did last season. I think he had a good last season, yes, but this
So-
season I don't think he found that rhythm like he did last year.
CJ.
Yeah, and Stephon Diggs also got hurt. That played a key part in it too.
Yeah.
So here's my question. I guess this could be the last segment, and then we'll come back tomorrow. Let's think about some more segment, and we can talk about this later. But I guess what is your predictions? What are y'all's predictions for next year? Who's going to hit a sophomore slump? Who impressed you their rookie season? And who's going to come back next year and either tear it up or not do anything? Were there any rookies that caught your eye? Jalen Daniels or anybody?
Jaden Daniels caught my eye like a mug. He was the most impressive thing I've seen in a while. He was right behind Justin Herbert's rookie campaign when he went 30 touchdowns for 10 interceptions.
I mean, he brought them straight.
It's a great rookie campaign for Justin Herbert in 2020.
Straight to the NFC.
Yeah, and you go from what would be like
Championship.
5-12 last year, 5-11 off. Like they were horrendous last year and bad.
Yeah, if we're gonna talk about anyone who I think has shined the most, it would be Jaden Daniels
Jaden Daniels.
for sure. If we're gonna talk about
Now-
rookie,
I can see him hitting a rookie slump. I can see the rookie slump happening. I mean,
I think he's gonna be on a. I think he's gonna carry this fire and
you think he's gonna carry
into
the fire
next
next
season.
year?
I think he's gonna carry this into next season.
One person who I think is going to do just as good as they did this year is Bo Nix. I think he's going to be solid. I think he's going to either do better or maybe just the
You've
same.
been a fan of Bo Nix, right?
Bo Nix is nice. I benefit like Bo Nix. He's consistent, and I like that. Like he will bring you at least 140 plus yards per game with maybe 2 touchdowns. But you're looking at interception almost every game. If not every game, but you're looking at interception in every game. Which he needs to work on that. But if he can get past that hump where he doesn't throw as much costly picks, I would say he threw a bit of costly picks, but he also threw some mean dimes when it came on the line. Like he threw some good touchdowns at the end of the games when he needed to.
Yeah.
I think Bo Nix is going to have a better season next year by slightly, not a lot. Jaden Daniels, I can see him either doing the exact same thing that he did this year or going in a sophomore slump just because he did numbers that were never done before, but were damn near really impressed by a rookie. Like numbers a rookie should not be putting up. And not Jaden Daniels, but Caleb Williams, he needs to have a bounce back season. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. He needs to do better than what he did this season.
Speaking of Caleb Williams, I see Caleb Williams going in more of a slump. He was already in a slump, but I see him staying. I see him staying in a slump more than I see Jaden Daniels going into a slump.
I can see Caleb Williams going more of a slump.
I don't see Caleb Williams. I don't see the Bears popping off next season. I'm not like a hater. Like I'm not trying to be a hater, but I just don't see it happening.
They don't have the coaching equipment. Like
the Bears have been out of good coaching for
since 2018.
Yeah, for like 5 years.
Since the double doink. I know Bears fans bring them right there. Since the double doink days, that's where the coaching fell off.
Yeah, I mean the Bears definitely need some some new coaching. They need a rebuild of the coaching staff and everything. They
Shout out to Philly. The Philly won that year too.
They need to tear it down and rebuild it back up at the Bears.
So I'll say this: I agree completely with Preston on this one. I think that Bo Nix will be as consistent as what he was this year, and I think that Jalen Daniels is going to hit a sophomore slump. I think that they are going. I think that this was going to be Jalen, and now I could be wrong because I wasn't expecting Lamar Jackson to be doing as well as he's doing. But
better than his MVP season last year.
The quarterbacks who are great at running usually the defenses are able to figure that out, and they're able to figure out that the very next year. But anything could happen, and I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see Jalen Daniels again. I thought that he tore it up, and he exceeded my expectations.
Yeah, by a long shot.
He exceeded my expectation. I thought that it was the
I thought he was going to
stupidest
get
point.
right out there.
I thought that the Commanders shouldn't have. I thought that the Redskins should not have drafted him. I thought that they shouldn't have taken him.
I thought I would have seen more big hits on him.
Yeah,
I thought I would have seen.
He's too elusive. He's too. How are you going to hit something that you can't see?
Yeah,
they line up a shot on him. He's
done. In college, bro.
He was getting up in college.
Dude, I remember him at Arizona State.
Game back when FSU was good, bro.
Oh man.
I really hope
Arizona State. Thing though. Like I wish nothing but the best for him.
No, Jane Daniels, I hope greatness from him. Caleb,
yeah.
I hope all the rising.
I'm always rooting for a rookie.
I would love to see the rookies do better next season. I would love to see that. Even Drake May.
There's not a single. There's not to cut you off, but there's not a single football player that I wish bad upon. I want to see everybody do great. I want to see everybody tear it up. Even
if it's my rival team's quarterback, I mean, it'll annoy me, but I don't want to see anyone's career get ended or destroyed. Of course, I want to see them lose, but I'm not preying on their downfall unless they're playing my team, and I'm like, all right, I just hope he doesn't play as good as he's been playing, you know?
Right.
Something like that. I'm not hoping they get hurt or nothing.
Right. Yeah.
I want to see people thrive. I want to see them do great. I want to see them like follow their dreams, you know?
Yeah. Well, and it wouldn't make sense, you know, like I don't want to see Jalen Hurts get hurt. I really like Jalen. And you know what? Like the NFC East, at least we brought the title back to it. I don't get this whole why do we hate the Eagles?
Because those are y'all's biggest rivals.
I guess.
For Cowboys fans, that is it's like I would say Eagles versus Cowboys, that has a little like college football atmosphere to it. That's one of those games where it's like
Eagles versus Cowboys has just been for years.
Yeah, that's a little that's a rivalry.
I just don't hate the Eagles. I just don't hate them.
I don't hate them because of the team they have now. I like all the players. I like AJ Brown.
I like Jalen Hurts, man.
I like Saquon. I like Jalen. Even Devontae Smith is chill.
The only thing I feel like I could hate is Eagles fans.
Yeah.
So my only question to you guys is Saquon now a perennial first ballot Hall of Famer?
No, he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer. He's a top 3 running back in the league right now.
He's a Hall of Famer. I don't know about first ballot. I don't know if he'll get it on his first try, but he's going to get in the Hall of Fame.
He's still got at least 5 years left.
Yeah, after the season 2, the best running season.
I mean, if he plays like he did this season, give him 2 more seasons of this, he could be first ballot.
If he
got 2,000 yards, man. He got 2,000 yards this season. If Todd Gurley, look, they're talking about Todd Gurley. They're talking about Todd Gurley getting into the NFL Hall of Fame next year. Is that certain?
Todd Gurley's the biggest. Like if his knees were not started like medically fucked, dude, he would have had a way better career.
I thought he did fine at Atlanta. Honestly, I thought that he was still a good running back at Atlanta.
He did what he needed to do. He didn't win. Dude, it's just that the big game. You can't lose the big game, and they lost against the Patriots, 13-3, a whopping 13-3. But
I thought it was 13-3. Yeah.
It was fucking horrendous. The most boring Super Bowl I think of all time.
That is crazy.
All right, so last thing, and then we're gonna close the show tonight. Come back tomorrow. NFL predictions for next year. MVP. So I want to hear from all 3 of us. MVP.
Okay.
I want to hear Super Bowl winner.
Okay.
And I want to hear Rookie of the Year. Start Astro.
MVP. Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
Throwing it. Super Bowl winner. I mean, we were talking about earlier, Eagles could go for a 2-peat, but I got Ravens. I'm on that Ravens trend. I want to see the Ravens win though.
Yeah,
And
like
then rookie of the year. Who are the top three going in?
Man, what I'm looking at is if we go QB wise, I want to say Jackson Dart's so bad, but it depends on where he gets drafted to see how much
crazy.
the playing. This if he doesn't get drafted to a team where he doesn't get playing time, and they do the smart decision to send him behind the QB and learn. He's not going to earn Rookie of the Year, obviously, but you could go Cam Ward or maybe Shador or a sleeper pick that I maybe have is Matthew Golden. Matthew Golden gets drafted to a team where they need wide receiver one, goes off on a team where they could use that.
I like the sound. I like the sound of Cam Ward. Cam Ward. I like the sound of it.
Cam Ward.
Rookie of the year sounds good.
And then how many things does he have to do?
MVP, Super Bowl winner, Rookie of the year.
Who's your Super Bowl winner?
I said Ravens, Super Bowl winner, Lamar, MVP.
And then
the Ravens have been getting so close. I just want to see them get there.
Okay.
I want to see them get there.
Tyler, do you want to go or me?
You go.
Okay.
I want to hear yours.
Okay, well, so for rookie, I'm going to go on a very, very big limb. And rookie of the year, for offensive rookie of the year, I am going to go Matthew Golden. It's going to be a shocker. It's going to be if he gets drafted.
I respect the pick.
To a team to where they need like even a good wide receiver too, and maybe not the wide receiver one, but he does great. And say he gets 800 yards or more, he'll win offensive rookie of the year. Now for MVP, the most valuable player of the NFL season. Man. No, I can't do it. I can't say that. MVP, the MVP of this league. Dude, I don't know. It's like my mind's popping up Jalen Hurts, but that team's way too stacked to have an MVP on it. Like you can't give that team an MVP at all. Dude, I would damn near say I know I had him maybe going a rookie slump or a worse slump. Dude, if Jaden Daniels could put on a better performance than he did last year, are the same, and lead them to the playoffs, he could win MVP.
You just said you thought he'd be in a slump.
I never said like big slump. I said he might do a bit worse, but that's not a lot worse.
He's gonna come out and get an MVP, damn.
If he leads them to the playoffs like he did last year, especially if they get the first seed, he's an MVP.
Okay.
But my main MVP that I'm gonna predict is I think Josh Allen will go back to back.
Back to back. Okay.
I think Josh Allen will go back to back MVP.
I respect that though.
So I'm going to be honest with y'all. I think Travis Hunter is going to win Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
And here's why. Let me tell y'all why. Because the media controls this thing. I think they're going to give it to Travis. I think
that's so stupid. He got receiver.
Hey, he didn't deserve the Heisman either.
Yeah,
he didn't deserve the Heisman.
You know what though? I was thinking. I was like, Travis makes sense because of the media, and that makes a lot of sense.
No, I got Matthew Golden for me.
No, he didn't even deserve the. I don't think that he deserved the Heisman, bro.
No. Ashton Dincy had a far more impressive run.
Ashton Dincy.
Yeah, dude, come on, man. Come on, let's be real right now.
In the draft? Okay.
I think that whenever
fun, but running backs winning MVP is pretty rare.
They rarely,
very, very rare.
Yeah, but come on, dude. Well, actually, you know what? I'm gonna say Ashton Genty. I'm putting it right here for the viewers. Ashton Genty is gonna win Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the Year, yeah. And
I'm saying you're hearing it right here on the Bet the House podcast. Ashton Genty will win the Rookie of the Year this year.
So
that's their way of
Cam Ward. I got.
You know what? I'm changing mine to Ashton Genty. I want Ashton Genty to get.
Thank you. Ashton Genty will win the Rookie of the Year.
I didn't know that's my fault. I didn't know Ashton Genty went for the draft.
They're talking about
it makes sense.
Like number 3rd overall, 4th overall pick.
Okay, yeah, I'm going Ashton Genty.
I'm going bold pick Matthew Golden.
You're going Matthew Golden. That is
Matthew Golden. That's a bold pick.
But it's cool. It's different.
And you know what? Matthew Golden just sounds like an award winner in the NFL.
Matthew Golden with the MVP trophy.
He does sound like a guy that could come up and just make a name for himself, Matthew Golden.
Yeah.
And then
What's
my Super Bowl pick.
Hey, we got 3 people watching, by the way.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Shout out to the people.
Shout out to the
I
viewers.
think it says a John Gambles. I don't know, John. Does anybody know a John Gambles?
No.
No.
What up, John?
Well,
John Gambles, if
what's
you
going on,
missed-
John
If
Gambles?
we missed your parlay, I'm very sorry.
Yeah.
Loki, before we leave, should we cook us some NBA ones or no? Leave it alone.
I think it's pretty late, but
Let me Tell you
Anyway,
what.
my Super Bowl pick that I'm gonna pick.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's either. Honestly, dude, I want to see the Lions go. They're so bad, so bad. And the thing that snubbed them from this year is their health. Their health cracked them.
you've been rooting for the Lions.
The health cracked them and wore them down. If you like watched up to the games, bro, their health was destroyed on defense.
Mhm.
Their defensive health was destroyed.
Yeah.
If they can stay healthy, my gosh, I think the Lions can win a Super Bowl if they can stay healthy. I got the Lions, to be honest.
You got the Lions?
Got the Lions.
That's a bold pick. That is a very, very bold pick.
You got the Eagles again or no? You think
No, I don't have the
you
Eagles
see the
again.
Eagles competing. I
don't think I don't see the Eagles winning. I see. Let's go with
How about them boys?
You know what?
never.
Scrap my pick again. I'm gonna scrap another pick. Give me Bills Super Bowl.
Oh,
Give me Bills Super Bowl.
He's hoping for it.
I'm
hoping for
hoping
it.
for it. Give me
Josh,
Bills.
dude, Josh Allen needs it.
Give
He
me Bills.
needs
Super,
it.
give me Bills Super Bowl. Lamar MVP. Ashton Genty. That's a crazy lineup, but I'm going with it.
So I'm gonna go ahead and say that the Chiefs come back and they win it.
Yeah, weren't we just talking about the
Which is boring. It's boring, isn't it?
Tyler, you're talking
It's
about. I
boring.
hate Patrick Mahomes. I hate this. I hate the Chiefs. I never want to see him again in my life.
I don't.
You literally said you see the Chiefs going on a losing streak for the next
Whoa,
few
guys,
years.
don't jump me right now. Geez, I mean, we don't have to get jumped right now. I mean, that's a lot. Look, I'm just saying.
Red,
that
you
I
watching
think
this? Hey, Red, the Lions, they might not win next season, but that's my prediction.
Look, guys, all I'm saying is there is a possibility that the Chiefs go and win it. That's all. You don't have to jump me for it.
I know.
Fuck you for even wishing that or saying that or
That's your
putting that out there.
honest prediction.
So I think that
He's rage baiting.
He's
rage
baiting.
rage baiting.
He's
us,
rage
bro.
baiting.
I'm not rage baiting anybody. I'm not rage baiting anybody. I sincerely think that the Chiefs will win the Super Bowl next year. And I hate that. I hate it. Look, guys, I don't want to say this.
They're not making it to the Super Bowl next year. They're not.
The Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl. Ashton Genty is going to win Rookie of the Year.
And they're getting dropped off.
Oh my god, hot fucking prediction.
They're getting dropped off by the Bills.
Bengals winning Super Bowl next season. Bengals.
No,
Bengals
see
final
that
pick.
You know what's gonna happen? Chiefs, Bills,
Bengals Super Bowl.
Chiefs, Bills, AFC Championship. Bills drop them off next year. That's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be the same repeat game, except the Bills are gonna drop them
Bills
off.
are gonna get dropped off by fucking nobodies in the first round next season.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I can see it. 2026 Super Bowl.
I changed my
Buffalo Bills,
Changed my pick from the Lions
Super Bowl champions.
to I'm pitting over to the
Bengals.
The Bengals. I'm a big Joe Burrow believer. I'm a big Jamar Chase guy. I think he had the best NFL rookie season of damn near all time. I think he did have the best NFL rookie season of all time. So with that being said, I think they're really going to try to connect tomorrow, or not tomorrow. Next year they're going to try to connect, and they have to make big signings on defense if they want a shot to make the playoffs, because their defense shot them in the leg so many times it wasn't even funny. So in order for them, they need to go out and get a really good free safety. They need to go out and get a few good cornerbacks. Their linebackers are pretty solid. I like Zach Wilson. He's a good linebacker. They have a good defensive line, a decent one to keep them in games. So they're about 2 corners away and a free safety away from being a good defense, at least a good defense.
Okay. I mean, you know what? These are all good predictions. My MVP is going to be
MVP. See, that's a hard one.
Yeah, that is a hard prediction.
my MVP for next year is going to be
Did Patty Mahomes come back and get it?
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow will be my MVP next year.
Let's hope. I hope Joe Burrow's MVP. That way they can go to the Super Bowl.
Joe Burrow is going to be my MVP.
I got Josh Allen MVP, and you got America.
I got America MVP. Running it.
All right, we're gonna have to clip that and post it and go from there.
Before we sign off, to all the viewers, I'm gonna hit a shotgun for y'all.
Oh, here we go. We have the inaugural shotgun blast.
And before we go, I want to do something because gambling's fun.
Okay.
My picks for NBA. I've been keeping up with NBA. Hey, your boys hit $200 hits on Prize Picks.
Are you going to show your lineup?
NBA basketball. So my lineup. Let's go to board. So everybody's got to listen closely and write this down. We got 3 viewers watching.
Yeah. Right now we have
I'll
4.
also get a pen and notepad. I'll check in with y'all about. Y'all got 30 seconds to write this down. NBA predictions.
How does that feel to be here?
So you're gonna want to go to points on Prize Picks. You're gonna want to take Donovan Mitchell over 24 points. You're gonna want to take Austin Reeves over 18 points. That's 2 guys right there. And then you're gonna want to take Michael Porter Jr. over 18 points. That's 3 picks right there. You're gonna want to take Luka Doncic. Now listen with me. Under 40 points, rebounds plus assist. I think he's gonna
under
40 plus 40 total rebounds, points, and assists. What do we think?
Y'all heard it here.
Luka Doncic, he's new to the system. I don't know if he's gonna collaborate the very first game. That's my concern. I don't know how many minutes he's gonna be playing, just because it's the very first game he's gonna be in there.
Mm-hmm.
It's just honestly maybe not. I mean, that's my prediction. I would have Pablo Banchero going over 20. Never mind, not Pablo.
So listen, I'll hear this. I'll say this much: is that on the next episode, I think that we need to do a punishment for Preston, for P-Man, for ruining our parlay.
Wait, what happened?
This guy's saying
We need a parlay punishment. I want if we put out, and it goes for all 3 of us, it goes for Astro, it goes for T-Pix, and it goes for P-Man. If we have parlays that don't win our viewers money,
all right, what's our punishment?
We get punished.
I agree.
We get punished at the beginning of the next episode for each parlay that does not
I'll
hit.
bring out a belt and give you a few spankings.
Here, actually, we're gonna scratch any NBA parlays because I want us to be fully locked into that if we're actually gonna put our motive.
Yeah.
To it. So
Listen, I do want.
We need to know what we're gonna start doing for our viewers is look, we're gonna sit down like an hour before we hit the stream. We need to sit down an hour before we hit the stream.
Yep.
We're gonna really cook something good for y'all.
Yeah.
because like I do
And
know
then-
NBA. We know NBA. We keep up with it
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
We got a few hits already.
We can
from
do
it.
the NBA. I'm sure Tyler has some NBA knowledge too.
Yeah.
We just gotta sit down and we just need to sit
Look,
down and talk
we're gonna
about
sit
it.
down like an hour to 2 hours before we start our streams, and we're gonna cook up some ones that we think are guaranteed, and then maybe we'll cook up some like more risky ones, but we're gonna warn the viewers first,
Should we
and then
do-
we'll just show y'all.
Monday Prize Picks tomorrow.
Yeah, Monday Prize Picks, and just to let you guys know,
Pick Monday.
Prize Picks Monday.
always, and this is going to be my final message. Always bet the under on a WNBA game.
Always.
Always,
Unless it's Kane Clark. Unless it's Kane Clark.
Unless Caitlin Clark.
unless it's Caitlin Clark.
All right, before we go though,
Guys,
Talking for the
remember, like, subscribe, share. We
Let's
want
see it.
more
Fastest
viewers.
shotgun right here. Like,
Here's
subscribe.
a shotgun for
Hey, if he does it under
viewers.
if he does it under 3 seconds,
under 3 seconds. Okay.
if he does it under 3 seconds, you have to subscribe right now.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see it. Let's
All
see
right,
it. Go ahead.
3, 2, 1.
Get lower in the frame. Show it to the show it. Make sure it's
It's
empty.
foam.
All right.
Don't
It's foam. It's foam.
We'll take it. We'll
It's
take it.
foam. Don't worry.
All right, guys, we had a blast. Thank you so much for joining. We will have an episode tomorrow. So you guys go ahead and subscribe and tune in.
And y'all got to see the picks tomorrow.
Hey,
That's what
peace
we'll
out,
be.
fam.
Yep.
We'll see y'all tomorrow.
As always,
Peace out.
BTH crew. We'll see you
BTH
tomorrow.
out.
All right. Bye, guys. Love y'all.
Bye there, man.